What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Borussia Dortmund Football Manager 2023 Rebuild Series. Leave a thumbs up on the video for more. As I said from the previous episode, we were going to split up the episodes and not play anything off camera because Leipzig, then AC Milan have our first game in the Champions League on camera. The first one I played, I was the expecting to win game at home against Copenhagen. You probably read that as the easiest game of the group stage. So learn a lesson from me. Learn a lesson maybe. So the next one of the more trickier ones we would have seen away against AC Milan. But I think we could win it. I want to see how they shape up, and we see how we will as well. Meunier still missing 11 days to 3 weeks. We're probably going in with the same setup. Royce, 9 to 3 weeks. Those were, 11 to 3 weeks. Yeah, so very similar lengths. Haller, I really can't wait till he comes back. It's going to be a while, clearly. But I really love how physical he is. So I think I could utilize him well. I think he can score goals for me anyway. And Moukoko missing as well. Only 4 to 9 days, so not too long term, and he's not suffering any declining in his attributes, which is very nice. If anything, he's still progressing. It's good to see arrows like that. So this is going to be the setup for the game, and I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously, apart from the unregistered, Nico Schultz. Yeah, Nico Schultz, if we just take a look at comparison, it was all down to who we can fit into the squad, and I was feeling we'll use him in league games, and Guerrero, obviously, you've known he's been a mainstay, but yeah, I feel like Schultz coming towards the end of his career, he got 1 year, 9 months, but I feel like he's someone we move on. I think we're going to do a bit more of the rebuilding aspect, getting rid of the deadwood, but you're not going to generate, I think it's going to be more, it's going to be more relieving the 99k, essentially 100k, just about that, than what his value is. So we probably do that in the off season, but to give you guys an explanation, Guerrero's been playing a lot, and Schlotterbeck, he can rotate into there, let alone, we've got Wolf, Parslack. So yeah, we had the options. Bino Gittins again. We have to drop him out for that registration issues, and yeah. So maybe there's slight management to be done in terms of the squad for registration and whatnot. Wolf, I'm gonna bring in Moray for this one. I think he's a better overall. They're not too far off, but he's got a little bit of growth. I mean, we're still finding. I'm still so early in the season finding who's going to be that best option when Thomas is not fit. There's even Felix Pastak as well. He's 24 now, so he doesn't have much growth potential and training pretty poor. So to explain that selection, we're going to go in like this. So obviously, clearly a bit, that's probably going to be an issue for us for the season, but we always deal with that better a season in. At least. Have time to manage that Champions League selection. Here we go. Okay. Milan, still pretty decent side. But the key thing is I still think we are going in with a strong best 11. Well, aside injuries. Keep in mind. It's still, I don't feel we're missing. I don't feel we're missing anyone. Again, outside the injuries. But that looked like a very, very strange effort. Bellingham, good defensive play. Here we go. Reina. All right. Messias Jr. Cool name. All right. Early feel of the game. Let's try and keep possession. Lower tempo. Be more disciplined. Play through the middle. Milan looked good early. Milan looked dangerous. So let's try and, let's see if that possession gets up a bit more. Well, yeah, it will. As expected, it really should do. Okay, the space. I'm just going to head to tactics. Ball winning mid. That's been suggested before in my streams. If you don't have a defend duty on, even if you're playing like a 4-2-3-1, you probably need defend duty or the space. Yeah, they get space, attacking midfielders get free, but at the same time, it depends on your opponents as well. If you're really expected to dominate, you can be without that. But clearly, this is going to be a trickier fixture. Bellingham, look at the turn. Hazard. Adeyemi, come on. Was almost. Well, I don't think it wasn't that close, but yeah. It was just that long rangey effort. A draw wouldn't be the worst. Maybe not in terms of the entertainment for this match, but the intrigue of it is still there. If we do manage to get a point from it. But you say you're not happy. Wow, okay. We'll go individuals. There we go. Point finger. Go make the difference. Again. Maybe that's something that everyone does by now. You know the way to correct it. But that's what I do. And seems to get the job done. Okay. Not a bad... Well, we'll see what happens from this. But where we're sitting right now, I don't think this is a bad position to be in. If you keep the game close... missing tackles is not a good thing, though. It could punish you. Calabria... Guerrero, well done. That's what I mean. He's clearly our best fullback. Well, best left back. And even when he has more attacking attributes, which we've touched on. Adeyemi, Kier... Teo Hernandez. I actually like AC Milan's team. Tomori. Giroud. They got some nice players. I'd like to manage with this team, to be honest. And, well, maybe they don't need another manager. That was some beautiful football. Beautiful counter-attack. And, yeah. Well, we give credit to the opposition when they deserve it. And Giroud, look how that started. Look, brilliant. Yeah, this is the other way. One thing. Put replay camera on TV as well. Then it won't be reversed. Even though I don't have that reverse ticked, but that's for the replay. Anyway, that's Jude Bellingham with a bit of an injury. Yeah, this is where things start. We don't necessarily... Dahoud. He's got that. He's got creativity about him. He's probably... Yeah. There's still something... I don't know what it is I don't like about him. Obviously, or more the fact I'd love Bellingham to keep playing, but... Really, really poor effort today. Really poor effort. So we're going to go... We're going to go very attacking. Yeah, and go back to direct. Alright, we'll mix that. Be more expressive. Get crosses in. Take play through the middle off. Okay. I think just that one change. One change for now. It's tricky. Tricky fix. And we could be in trouble. Alright. In terms of advancing in the group stage. When that first game, that locked-in game, we would have thought it was, and you lose that. Yeah, you can't get the win there. Adeyemi. Before... Maignan, he's a very good goalkeeper. It's tricky. Going to Italy in Champions League. Not easy. Not an easy fixture at all. Giroud, see how he drops into midfield? Alright. They're set up so well. Theo Hernandez, we know how dangerous he is with the pace. And punished. Very, very almost. Very, very almost. Wow. Milan just been better. Well, but they haven't been crazy good. XG is nothing incredible, but more possession, man. Milan. Adeyemi's been terrible. But also Hazard, like, multiple. We're going to call on a formation we've just adjusted. There we go. So it's like, it's a similar setup. You might go, you got to suit the roles as well. Emre Can. Still go ball winning mid. Support role though. Touched on. So yeah, it still fits into our setup. Like 4-2-3-1. It's a adjusted one. All right. So where the wing backs are more of a threat. Yeah, the wing backs overlapping, shorter pass for higher tempo. Yeah. And we hope. But in my experience in FM, the game's just going to end and we're just going to be annoyed at that. Golly gosh. Wolf. Modeste. Adeyemi's done nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, not training so well. Poacher. Maybe even just put these guys. Inverted winger. Still adjustments. Still. More direct. It's a very disappointing. Oh, come on. A draw would be solid. They could easily just go and finish us. It's probably what's going to happen, Origi. Yeah. There's not much to get excited about from this, unfortunately. Not the most exciting game. But it's a tough one. I reckon, this is not going to be so much the quickest rebuild. I think there's a lot of work to be done. I haven't put as much time in analysing the weaknesses, but clearly there is. Clearly there's weaknesses. And I think it can lie in the fullbacks, and maybe that's the defence as a whole. It's game over now. Doesn't matter what happens. I don't even expect this. No. This is what we need early. Hummels, obviously aging. Sula, he was a little bit tired going into this. And I think there's a rebuild that needs to be done of the defensive structure of the team. I know this is a pretty good setup. Clearly have an attacking formation to drop in when we need to go for it. And relying... When your main striker, Adeyemi, is just not feeling it and not having a good game, your main attacking striker for the season so far, that's looked pretty good. Something to learn. And that we need a bit more depth. And obviously there's the squad registration for the Champions League. But again, like Royce is injured, Thomas Meunier right back injured. So, it's only 2 games in, so there's enough for us. Obviously, Milan looking good now for top of the group, winning the first 2. It's far from over. I think there's still a chance. I'm not going to say a good chance, but I think decent chance. I don't think we're going to finish bottom. I think we can hopefully beat Copenhagen next time away from home, because I think we're better. And Sevilla, we're only 2 points off that second, so it's not an absolute disaster. It's not ideal, but it's still recoverable. I'm not sure if that's a word, but we can recover from this point. And Bellingham, 7 to 9 days, sprained wrist. That's disappointing. Yeah, it's disappointing, but it's tough. Tough game away against Milan. So we won in the previous episode. This one against Milan was not, like, you saw the difference in gains. We were so good against Leipzig. It's like I almost want to end it on that. I mean, you can see we're top of the league. But like Adeyemi, class. You go away in the Champions League and you just fall to bits. And again, pretty similar selection as well. So, yeah, just to finish on that as well. So you just see the context. Go registration. That's in Bundesliga. Go Champions League. So, yeah, I feel like we need more homegrown players, players trained in Borussia Dortmund. That's been the weakness. That's where say if we were to add Moukoko, doesn't see Moukoko and Marco Reus start, Meunier as well. That brings more strength to the team. So Jude Bellingham wouldn't need to be Haller. Well, yeah, if he wasn't injured, we'd want to select him, and looks what happens. You would not be able to. That's where that X comes in. So the minimum 4 players trained in Borussia Dortmund, 3 years. So it's not necessarily a rebuild with signings. It's more about, with talents coming through. So that's what we've got to hope for, and maybe put some focus towards some of the talents, Prince, Aning. But yeah, generally with a rebuild, we don't necessarily want it to take too long, and I don't think he's going to be a star anyway. So it's more so the abilities, the more these guys, Schultz, we touched on Moukoko, he's got potential, so not necessarily a reference. Modest at 34, he's on that as well. He's still on 83. Meunier, I guess he's still on a pretty big wage, so yeah, there's a lot. I didn't want to do too much in the first season, starting the save, but definitely season 2, is when we really push a rebuild a lot more. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there for now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video though, guys. We'll leave it there. Leave your thoughts. But yeah, also not to maybe to react too much against Milan, because that was a tough game, and we've been pretty good so far in the league. But it's a game we needed. When our stars are not performing, stars on the day anyway, who were actually available and not performing, like your top striker in Adeyemi. And your highest average rating in Reina, they did really nothing. So, might have to think about that. Leave a thumbs up for more of this series, and I'll see you guys next time.